after a week-long intensive investigation, police hauled 4 Grand Bahama men before the court today for the fatal shooting of Barry and Sheena Johnson. The couple was found shot to death at their home in the Western District on September 13th. As Italia Hall tells us, it was an emotional scene as the suspects were taken into court under heavy police guard.
There was a strong police presence around the 8 Mile Rock courthouse. Armed officers were strategically positioned from early in the day. Officers from the K-9 unit, drug enforcement, and urban renewal joined their counterparts in the Western District to provide security at the arraignment. Curious onlookers began gathering early, and officers led by Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police Emric Seymour erected barricades to keep them a distance away from the courthouse. Family members and friends of the victims and the accused began filing into the courtroom shortly before 10 a.m. Moments later, sirens could be heard as police vehicles arrived with the 4 accused men to be charged with the murder of Barry and Sheena Johnson. All of the accused were handcuffed and shackled as they made their way across the courtyard and then into the courtroom. The men, 22-year-old Alan Alsamy of Take Me Corner, Hannah Hill, 8 Mile Rock, 22-year-old Devon Hall of Pinedale, 8 Mile Rock, 23-year-old Virgil Hall of Columbus Drive and Grenfell Avenue, Freeport, and 28-year-old Paul Belazar. The 4 men were arraigned before Magistrate Gwendolyn Claude. Alan Alsamy, Virgil Hall, Devon Hall, and Paul Belazar were all charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of armed robbery. They are also accused of robbing the victims of their car keys and their GMC truck valued at over $8,000. Due to the nature of the charges, the 4 men were not allowed to enter a plea. Additionally, Alan Alsamy and Virgil Hall were charged with possession of an unlicensed Winchester shotgun and 4 gunshot shells. Both men pleaded not guilty to those charges, and they are set to return to court in January of next year to answer those charges. All of the men were denied bail on the murder charge and were remanded in custody. Attorney for Alan Alsamy, Osmond Johnson, advised the court that he will be seeking bail for his client. Magistrate Gwendolyn Claude said all of the accused can apply for bail at the Supreme Court. The case was adjourned, and as Magistrate Gwen Claude was leaving the room, Devon Hall asked her to stop because he had something to say to her, but Magistrate Claude left the room. As the accused men walked out, emotions ran high, and a female in the courtroom had to be escorted to the outside by police. The men will be remanded to Her Majesty's prison to await their trial on December 3, 2015. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.